best radio station on the planet. CMR Radio.
Number one internet radio station.
I'm at work right now and I'm listening to it.
Number one.
I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The number one internet radio station.
CMR Radio.
Sacrifice, you didn't think twice when you laid it all down for me. So many nights, can't count all the tears that I've cried. I had to be in control of everything. Yeah, I'm ready to do things your way. Yeah, I need you each and every day. Yeah, I'm chasing after you. When things got tough, you helped me through. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Yeah, I'm chasing after you. No other choice, I'd rather choose you. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm yours. Yours. Yeah, I'm yours. Yeah. Signed, sealed, and delivered. You're the epitome of what true harbor means and brings to me. Oh, please see how much you mean to me. I still look to be with you eternally. I don't care what they say, I'll be a fool for you now, I know. Yeah, fell once, fell twice, keep my feet at the record show. You're a part of me, you're the air that I breathe, and I never wanna be without you. Yeah, but you're enough. I'm chasing after you. When things got tough, you helped me through. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Yeah, I'm chasing after you. No other choice, I'd rather choose you. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm yours. Yours. Yeah, I'm yours. Yeah. Signed, sealed, and delivered. I don't care, be a fool for you. Yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you. I don't care, be a fool for you. Yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you. I don't care, be a fool for you. Yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you. I don't care, be a fool for you. Yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you.
Hey, this is Wendy Jaye. It's time. Where y'all at? It is time. Another episode of Flourish, Girl, Flourish, the podcast. Right now. On ZMR Radio. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Flourish Girl Flourish, the podcast. This is your girl, Wendy Jaye, once again on CMR Radio, on Anchor, on Apple, on Google, wherever your streaming podcast platforms are. You can catch us also at flourishgirl.flourish on Instagram. How was y'all week? How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling this evening, this night, this morning? Whenever you decide to catch this episode, how are you doing? How have you been? Are you in tune with your stuff? Have you taken some time to say, I'm going to stop all the 5 billion, gazillion, quadrillion things I got to do, and I'm going to just take some time to see how I am doing? How is self doing? What is self going through? How is self feeling? Have we done that? And if you haven't, take that time. I'm going to go ahead and give you permission right now. Sign that permission slip. Go ahead. But today, we have Miss Brittany Smith here again, coming through on the ones and twos one more time, one more again, to give us some company tonight again. And we're going to have some great conversations. However, the concept of this episode is kick off your shoes and not relax your feet, but be free.
Girl, I was just gonna start singing.
Kick off your shoes and be free, okay? Because I want a body to what? FINE me now. Now they can FIND me. Like I said, at flourishgirl.flourish on Instagram. Y'all like, comments. I wanted to say subscribe. We're not on YouTube yet, but we coming. But you can subscribe to ZMR Radio. But also, definitely like, share, comment. Let me know how you're feeling. You can give us some topics. You can give us some topics. I said top. Ooh, that is not good. You can give us some topics on what we can discuss. So today, I want to introduce again somebody that's not a stranger to Flourish Girl Flourish, Miss Brittany Smith again. She is back, y'all. How are you today?
I am doing well. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Good.
Happy to be here. Yeah.
Okay,
Hang out
okay.
in your corner.
That's it. And we just looking to have some fun. We're gonna ask some questions. That's gonna be the not the juicy, but the great part about this show today is that we literally are just gonna kick off our shoes, really relax our feet for real, but just be free. We're gonna switch up the words and just be free. Ask some questions. We're gonna answer some questions. Of course, if you guys have questions, you can put them in the chat, and that is on ZMR Radio. You can put them in the chat or give your answers as well as we give our answers. Okay. And if you guys have a question and we see it, I'll ask that question on behalf of you guys. So, you ready to get started?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a question you want to ask me first, or you want me to go ahead and just dive in? Oh, I'm about to. All right, well, let's go ahead
I'm
then. So,
ready.
of course, these questions are and were found on Google. Okay, so give Google their props because they help out with a lot now. They diagnose you. They do everything. But let's start. So, the first question I have, and of course I will answer them as well, is
hmm
what's the weirdest dream you've ever had that you can share?
Oh,
Starting off good, huh? Now let me know if you need time to think, because then I'll. Oh goodness, I'll jump.
this one's interesting because
Don't do no scary
uh,
stuff, because I don't play that scary. I don't do that scary stuff. Go
no, we're
ahead.
gonna
If
come
it's
back to
scary,
that
go
one
ahead,
because
do it.
I've had a lot of weird dreams, but I'm gonna try to narrow it down. I'm gonna let you go first.
Dang, now I gotta think. Okay, so I've had dreams where I was just swinging in a in the swing. Just very weird swinging. I've had like 15-minute dreams. Like if I fall asleep immediately, I'm like placed in this like battleground. Like just real, like get me out of this dream. I don't know how I got here, but get me out. Very weird. Like I was in a video game just shooting everybody. Now I don't do no Call of Duty. I don't like the shooting. Of course, on one of my episodes, controller, I spoke about Grand Theft Auto and how I used to just drive, not shoot, kill nobody. I don't like games like that. But for some reason, I got in one where I strapped up all over, like, come on with it. Who wants something next? The bazooka and all that. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so very weird. What about you?
I'm gonna say this. This is a fun fact about me. I mean, maybe not a fun fact because this might be everybody, but this is a
Okay.
question. It's still related, but it's not really related. So
Okay.
for me, like I really feel like I have dreams maybe like 3 times a year. Is that normal or is that like
So it's just you're basically when you sleep, it's just black screen, just
black
nothing.
screen?
Like you don't. You said 3 times a year.
Three times a year. Like it's just no exaggeration. That's why I'm like trying to think about the dreams.
Well, then what?
But then
I
again,
don't
I
know.
also have had times where I was dreaming, and as soon as I woke up, I forgot.
Okay.
Like I
Okay.
knew I had a dream, but I don't remember what. I
Yeah.
don't remember nothing from the dream. And I feel like my dreams also expire with time. Like the longer it's been since I've had it, the less I remember.
I can
Like
say
it's like it's weird. It's real weird.
years back. I had a son. I had a baby, and I literally woke up crying because I don't know why I felt so attached to this child. I didn't know the kid. Didn't know if it was literally mine. I didn't know. I just had this baby that I was holding, and woke up, and I'm like, "What the freak? Where's my baby?" I literally was in some type of depression that day. So very weird. Very
I
strange.
would like to know what other people's thing is on dreams. Like, do you have? Is it just me? But do everybody else only have dreams like a couple times a year? And then the
No.
part two to that is, do dreams be expiring? Because my dreams expire.
And when you say expire, explain that. Like you wake up and it's done, or
Like
like
I wake up and I may remember it for like the first 5 seconds. Like no joke, no exaggeration. I may remember
oh
it for like the first
yeah.
5 seconds. And then like I just can't even remember. I just knew I had a dream, but I don't know anything that happened in the dream.
Well, think about it this way. I think sometimes when I share about, like, say, I had this weird dream. I can't really remember what happened, but I remember you remember certain parts of it like so clear, and the rest of it you can't even remember how you got to the point where you can remember that one little part. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Sleeping good,
Oh,
sleeping good,
I be
sleeping.
sleeping good. Okay, sleeping good.
Sleeping good. Probably calling all the animals because you're sleeping good. But okay, okay, no problem, no problemo. So the next question I have is, huh, if you could travel, if you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why? Hmm.
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 Okay, let's do one of each. One backwards and one forward. No. We're gonna make it different. Let's do one
Okay.
backwards as far as in our lifetime, and then one backwards as far as like before our lifetime. That makes sense.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Without telling the year you was born, because people be trying to find us FIND. No. Okay.
Girl,
Okay. Go
however, now
ahead.
is your you answer the question however you want to answer it, girl. However you want to answer
Okay.
it.
Hmm. I'll say. Hmm. Dang. Oh. I don't know when. I don't know when, but y'all, this used to be my song. I first of all, anybody, okay, this something you should know about Miss Wendy Jaye. I was a big Luther Vandross fan, right? And when he had that song, "Can I Take You Out Tonight?" That song, I would have wanted to just be around the video shoot. Like that video is just it's beautiful. It was so beautiful. And just to see him, like, I don't want to say he wasn't in his prime because he was, he was up a little, he was up there in age. But that song used to I could just listen to it at any time. And then watching the video, of course, what's her name? Fancy off of Jamie Foxx. I like Jamie Foxx now, and I liked her on Jamie Foxx as well. So for her being the video girl, it was just, it was cute. It was cute. So I don't know when that video came out, but that year, which is around me, of course, being alive, I would do that. And then before, huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me
Like
say
there's
what.
nothing like any type of time in history that you was like, oh, like that would have been cool to be there. Like,
Have you ever seen?
no celebrity that's dead that you would have wanted to meet or been there like in that time.
It's always been Luther Vandross. It's always been that. It's always
Why
been
does it
that
sound like you
man.
saying Luther Vandross?
Luther Vandross. Do you know who that? Hold on. Do you know who that is?
No, but you didn't have to say that. You didn't have to do me like that. Thank you. I know that song though. I know the song.
Oh, but see, that's all that matters. That is all that
That's all
matters.
that
You know
matters.
the song.
I
Listen.
was really hoping you weren't gonna ask me that. But you did anyways.
Well then, listen. But I don't know. I can't think of I really can't think of. You know what? Hidden Figures. So have you ever seen that movie?
Girl, what?
You like the movie Hidden Figures?
I don't even know
Katherine
what
Johnson,
no.
the lady that sent the guy to space.
Mm-mm.
And it's 3 black ladies. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
they all worked at this thing. Please don't have me. Y'all go watch Hidden Figures if you like. But yeah, I would say around that time. Because that lady in that movie, very, very inspiring. Like, wow, smart as I don't know what. And people doubted her. Of course, because of the color of her skin as well. So it was so many factors in that movie that was like, oh my goodness. Now I wouldn't like the times of. I tried to stray away from the times of slavery and all that. Like that gives me chills. It's scary.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have been able to?
No.
Okay,
I already
I
know what you're
wanted to
gonna
make
ask.
sure. That's
No,
why I
there's
was
no
scared to
way.
say I don't want to do no time during slavery, but because people before us,
I
had
think they probably would have like killed me within like by the time I could start walking. Cause I'm gonna start doing bad stuff.
oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, like I would have made it. I would like those people were like I feel like they had to be mentally stronger than us, physically stronger than us, like emotionally stronger than us because that stuff
They're
right there, no,
absolutely stinking
no
Okay,
way.
so then
I'd
what
have
time would you
crying,
say?
no, huh?
What time would you say within your
Okay.
time period, and then of course before?
Well, I would say I would want to go back to my wedding day because I feel like that was a very actually no, I wouldn't even pick
Mm?
that. I
Oh,
wouldn't even pick that.
I wanted to hear what you were gonna say.
I think that some stuff like that can only be done once because it's just that like that. I don't want to say pressure. It's like so cliche, but I feel like certain things can only be done once, like because it's that special. How about that? But if I could go back in to a period in time, it would be when we went to. It would be to last year when we went to St. Martin. I ain't even
Oh,
gotta go that far because that was truly an amazing experience
much
to see my
needed.
kids. Yes, to see my kids get on a plane, like get their passport stamped. They had such an amazing time. It was good. The vibes were good. Food was good. It was just like really good. I was also happy to come back home, but it was a very nice time.
It was a
No
great time
complaints.
away,
St.
and
Martin owes
then
me
yeah.
not nothing. It
Well,
don't owe
they
me
owe me
nothing.
because I ain't get to go. They owe me every darn thing I freaking want. Okay. What about a time period before?
Mm, I just want to go back to a time where stuff was like super cheap.
Got
Like
you.
when they were saying, I don't know why. Like I'm one of them.
Like, yeah, a penny for a piece of bubble
Yeah, I love
gum.
it.
10 cents for your light
Yeah, like I
bill.
love a good.
No, they
I
ain't say
love.
that,
I
but
love me a deal. So I feel like I would have just been like, I'd be like, I see myself now. I'm back in time, right? And then I'm just
mhm.
buying a whole bunch of stuff, and people looking at me crazy. I'm like, do y'all not know? Like in 2023, this gonna be $5, and y'all paying 2 pennies for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, go back just to let them know, like, y'all don't even know. Don't be complaining. Don't be. But I think everything levels out then, like
Somebody
inflation.
just said it wasn't cheap then, though. That's true. I didn't think about that. It wasn't. That probably 2 pennies was probably like a lot of money.
Worth, like, exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, it balanced. It couldn't have, because right now we thinking with the amount and where things are with the economy now, we're thinking like, okay, 2 pennies, that ain't nothing. A house for what, 5,000? That ain't nothing. But okay, mm,
So yeah, I
cool.
can't really think of anything. Like I don't know. It would just be. It's just certain things like from the past I would have liked to experience.
And let
But
me say this. Let me say this. Also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the show, but the reason why I am doing this is something that we are doing right now today, which is the kickoff issues, the be free, is because, of course, Flourish is grace in this space, healing and experiences and prospering and all of that. I really just wanted to just relax. Like, listen, let me tell you about this storm that I overcame. Let me just tell you about this time that I know how to chill too. I know sit my butt down somewhere. I know how to laugh and I know how to have fun. So that is what we are doing. Y'all grab y'all good, good, nice, non-alcoholic drink. It could be a little fizzy, club water,
mm,
club soda, whatever you want, your favorite meal, and just chill with us. Grab your favorite meal and chill.
mhm.
All right. So now we're gonna go to the next question. And it says, oh, and I want to hear from y'all in the chat too. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Now,
Hmm.
you ain't got to be physical, like body parts or anything like that. What would you change about yourself?
Mm. I got this one. This is real good. This is
Oh,
a
I
good one for
got
me.
one too. Oh,
I would
yes.
change. Remember things better. Like I want to be one of the people that's like, you tell me one time and I never forget. But then again, I feel like now with everything, I kind of want to have like selective memory.
Mm. But do you already have selective memory?
No, because I don't remember nothing.
But you remember the things that you want to. Like, I got chewed out one time. Just
Girl,
funny
don't ever
story.
say that. My husband would kill me if you said that.
Well, I'm telling your business. So listen, I got chewed out before, and somebody was like, "Nah." But if it was something you wanted to remember,
I
you
know.
will
I hate that because
remember.
that's not
I'm like,
necessarily
that's
true.
not
That's not necessarily true.
fair. Exactly. But yeah, that was a nice chewing out. But okay, you would have a better memory. Okay, and so
Hmm.
for me, people that know me know that I am afraid. I don't even like to say that. I don't like grass. I don't like glitter. I don't fool with it. You can't never get rid of it. It's like everywhere you turn, it's either on the elbow, on the eyelid, and that's another thing. Afraid that it will get in my eye and cut my eye. Like that's just been
Oh
a
my gosh.
trauma of mine. Just very just outrageous, just crazy. But yes, I will get over the fact that I do not know what's going on in grass. Now, the reason why I feel that way is because of the movie Ants. I don't know if y'all seen that or A Bug's Life. It's something, either one of those that you basically can see these darn bugs and critters and creatures and animals all in the grass. I don't like it.
Girl.
I can't see it. I don't fool with it. They say snakes in the grass and all of that. I just don't fool with it. Okay. And another weird dream could have been me in this big old field and it's grass everywhere. And I'm in the middle where the middle you can see what's in that because it's dirt. But around you ain't nothing but grass. And I got a whole butt to the other side to get to safety. Safety is right there in the middle, stuck, looking crazy, probably crying and screaming, and hoping somebody ride over me. So that's something I would change about me. Not being so afraid of grass and not being afraid of glitter. Because it's so pretty, but don't put it on me. Now, the next question.
Oh, y'all, and I'm eating by the way, cause this is kick back and relax. Cause when you relaxing, you gotta eat some good food.
You do. That's how you do. Just do, do what you do. Now, number 4 says, what's one of the most fun childhood memories you have? Mm,
Hmm.
childhood fun.
I feel like I've had a lot. I feel like
Oh,
I've
I'll
had a
say
lot.
this. Hold on. Well, you can go. What's yours? What's yours?
I would say first day of schools. Those were always fun for me. Um, First day of schools, slip and slides. I don't know why we don't do that anymore.
Slip and slide, like
Um,
the slide with the water.
yeah, girl, I used
Oh,
to love doing that.
yes.
Birthday
You get your
parties in
butt
the
toe up too.
backyard, like them old school cookout parties. Man, we used to do those all the time, and I love them every single time because every time you got there, food was never ready. But hey, it wouldn't. Yeah, it was a problem.
Never. It's almost done. A whole 2 hours later.
Yeah, but stuff like that, like just good times, good vibes. Those are my favorite times as a kid, as a child. I can't even say like a toy or something. That's how like memories are everything. Like memories are bigger than tangible items, in my opinion.
Oh,
Cause
I
you
like.
gotta think about like you're gonna remember more. You're gonna as an adult, you probably remember more memories than you do tangible items that maybe somebody got you.
I never thought about that either. Memories always. But do memories fade? They do, but they. Uh, mm, I'm a thinker. I be trying to like go extra there, but okay. I mean, that object will lose value, and you'll
First
probably
of all, that
lose
object
it,
you're gonna lose the object. The memory
or
technically you
lose
only lost
it.
it for the moment. It's still there. You just don't remember it. Ha!
You
Oh, I
know
know
what?
y'all like that. That's deep. Think about that. Think about
It
that.
was. It was. It was. It
The memory
was.
is
It was.
still there. You just forgot it.
Ah. Hmm. 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 Let's see. Favorite childhood memory. Hmm. I would. I was. Dang. I was about to say Fridays after coming from school.
Hmm.
You didn't smell anything, but my mom used to put like this pot of corn on the. Don't ask, but she used to put this pot of corn on the stove, and when we heard that doorbell ring, we knew it was pizza. Like she ain't cooked no meal. Like my mama could cook, okay, cool, but we tired of leftovers because by Wednesday the leftovers from Sunday are done.
Hmm.
Thursday is kind of like a thing for yourself. You either get sandwiches or noodles or whatever you wanted that you can make. That gave her a break, and then Friday was like, okay, we're gonna do pizza. And then another memory that I could think of was me and my 3 sisters. We put on these black, we had these little black, like skater boy
You got three
jackets.
sisters.
I mean, me and my 3 sisters. Wow, me and my 2 sisters, because include me in A3. Oh, look at you! You better know. We had these black little skate. I don't even know what they're called, but we had the jackets on. We started singing. I Keep on Falling from Alicia Keys. And my mom was
Oh,
like the audience. It was just like, let's just put a show on. Very just animated, very that's how our family was growing up, just
well,
together,
y'all want to know? You know what
basically.
that remind me of? When we used to
What?
do cookouts, we used to have it on. Remember when I don't know if it was Direct TV or whatever. They used to have the music choice when you go on
Oh,
there, and that used to be on there.
Compass.
Yes,
Oh,
I
I used to
remember.
sit there
Me and my
all
cousins
day.
used to always just like listen to all the songs on there, like over and over again.
Yes. All day long. And then you used to wait
Mhm.
if a new song came out. It
Mhm.
took a little time for the video to get on there, but when it did, played it out.
Yep.
Played it out. Okay. That ain't bad. That's pretty cool. All right. So the next question we have. Oh, uh-oh. If you could have dinner with a famous person, living or dead, who would you choose?
Oh, dang! Can we have one dead, one living?
Do it. Go ahead. Whatever. This our
Okay.
world.
Dang. I don't even know my dad. Well, why I say that?
Oh, you gotta think.
Okay, my living person is I would want to have and y'all probably gonna think this is real cliche, but I kind of do. I kind of would want to have dinner with Michelle Obama
Why Michelle Obama? You got to get your whys.
because
And what would y'all
because
do or talk about?
no,
Hmm.
it wouldn't even be Michelle Obama. It would be Tabitha Brown. I take it back,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna tell you why. It's not even
Okay.
necessarily because of like anything she has necessarily said or anything. It's just her. It's her energy. Like it's
It
like you know
is.
that when you leave that lunch, you gonna be like smiling, cheesing. You gonna be feeling yourself. Like her energy is just so. It just seems so like pure and positive. So that's why I pick Tabitha Brown.
Mm, wow.
Hmm.
What's one question you would ask her?
How does she stay so positive? Like, how do you? Because I know she. I mean, I know she's probably not positive all the time, but
Hmm.
it just always seems genuine. It doesn't seem like for social media. It doesn't seem fake. It just seems her
Right.
smile is like her smile is naturally bright.
Hmm.
It's just like, but I know that probably comes with just realizing a lot of stuff ain't even that serious as far
Have you read
as
her book?
no, and
I
that's
don't know what
actually
it's
on my
called.
that's actually on my book list for 2023.
Read the book or listen to it as you know go through your day. I think you should. You'll feel like what you feel right now. It'll be times 500 because she in your ears. Like it's like she right there, and she
She's
really not
like,
right there.
yeah, she seemed like she would be like me and her would
Yeah,
be best friends.
yeah, yeah. Pretty cool for real. She does seem cool. Okay, so I did.
Mm.
Hmm. Y'all already
Oh,
know
left
my
left eye. I don't know why, but I liked her. I liked her off of. But when I watched a little documentary on MTV or is it VH1, it seemed like she was kind of cool.
her documentary scared me. I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. It scared me. I did like her, of course, TLC. After her documentary, I was just like, I was, I was, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I couldn't really, I don't like to really remember or think about the documentary, but it scared me to see where people can go as far as in their life, like wanting to seek certain things, look after certain things.
And I think
It
that's why
was
I would
just
want to talk to her because I would want to like, what was the shift and change into her like doing her whatever
yeah,
I guess what they call soul searching type stuff.
yes. But
But
you
she
know who
seems
just
so
said that?
like
You know who just said that? What's
who?
her name? Darn it, Taraji P Henson. She was on this on Angie Martinez's podcast, and she had just said she's getting ready to fly out for a month. And that's what she's going to be doing. Nobody. She's not going with anyone, not on anyone else's time, but just taking this time to regain and refine and define um, happiness for her. And
Hmm.
I feel like everybody hits that point in life. They're like, listen, I gotta cut all this out. I gotta shut the noise up. Anything that could try to alter or change how I'm feeling about something, I don't want it right now. I need to just hear me, know what I sound like, know what I want to do, create a new routine. So she was definitely unique though. Very, very unique. Like one
Yeah.
of a kind, one out of one. I think everybody is one out of one in life,
But you know
meaning
what's so crazy? I like Taraji P Henson too, though. Like I've
I like
always
her
liked.
too.
She's a great actress. I feel like I would want to meet her because she seems like she's funny. Like for real, she
Yeah.
cool.
She does. It's another energy. Okay, so you're living and you're dead. So your living was Taraji. I'm not Taraji. Tabitha, and then dead was Lisa Left Eye Lopez. And then I'm the scrub.
Hmm.
And they think you don't got the G's. So okay. Mine. My living would be. mm, 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 mm. Dang. Why is it so hard? But I'm listening to yours. We're gonna go straight to Dead. Dead, y'all already know is Luther Vandross. Okay. I have to know what was his what were you thinking, sir? A chair is still a chair. What were you thinking?
Girl, please tell me who this man is.
Oh my goodness. We somebody please put that in chat so she can see who this wonderful Luther Vandross guy was. He was so amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. Don't you remember you tell me you love me, baby?
I know all of the songs. I just don't know
Oh
who
my
this is.
goodness. That there's no such thing. I just want to know, like,
Was
just
he already dead? Like, when did he die?
um. Uh-oh.
Like,
Let's
is
take
he
a
dead? He
look.
might still be alive. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no, no. He's gone. He's went to be.
Mm.
He's went to go on and do other things elsewhere. Luther. So yes, that's my dad. Now alive, I would say,
Oh, you did say dead. Why did I ask was he dead if he is dead? If you just said it.
oh, you know what? No worries. No, we didn't catch it. We only caught it when you brought it back up.
It's that memory
Yeah.
thing. I told y'all.
Okay. um alive should not be this hard. I really want to come back to it, but that's not fair. Okay, alive, one person. Now, I would say why am I thinking musically though? mm, mm.
Mm.
This it shouldn't take this long. It really shouldn't take this long. Somebody, anybody, everybody, what? Yeah, you. Somebody help me. Okay, how about this? I'll take somebody from the chat. Let's see what they said. Who they would like.
Somebody said
Um,
Judge Lynn.
Judge Lynn. I like the other lady too, from Paternity Court. Oh, I like her. Oh, I like her. She let somebody have it, and she let them have it. The cleanest, most purest. It was a read. She told her, yeah, and you done wasted all our time up here. And you don't know who your child father is. Don't ever, ever, ever. You done been lying, and you ain't told the truth yet. So you can sit over there and roll your it was listen, it was amazing. But they all I feel like the women always leave empowered, maybe I don't want to say maybe in a better situation. Their
Wait, who is
mindset
this?
may
Who
change.
we're talking
The
about?
paternity court lady. Judge
Oh.
Lynn, no, not Lynn, that's the other lady. Darn it, I don't know her name, but anyway, so I'll say that's my living. I want to have dinner with her. I don't need no paternity, nothing, but I just think that she's she's different. She's different. So moving right along, guys, on our kick off your shoes and be free moments. Yo. The next one we have is what's your favorite movie to watch over and over again? Okay, you can give two movies.
Okay, I love to watch. I ain't a really I ain't no movie person, but I'm gonna tell you a
Mm-hmm.
couple. I'm gonna just give you some movies that I thought were pretty good. A Secret Life of Bees. I like that movie.
Ooh.
Um, I used to watch. Oh, I like Dreamgirls. I just love the singing parts. I like the movie. Dang, bro, I had some more of them in my head.
What's one of your favorite
Oh,
songs off of Dreamgirls?
Million Dollar Baby. I like Poetic Justice. Not Poetic Justice. What's that movie about them kids?
Mm.
Freedom Riders. I like Freedom Riders.
Oh wow.
I used to love the movie Kingdom Come. 'Cause I used to like to sing it on that movie. Like I like the soundtrack Kingdom Come. I used to. Dang, what's the movie like? If I had to turn on my TV right now and I was like, okay, let me watch a movie that I've seen before that I just want to
Mhm.
see again. Oh, did you ever see the Fighting Temptation? I used to
I
love that
just
movie.
scrolled over that movie on YouTube today.
Girl,
I
I used
said
to
no
love that
ma'am,
movie.
no ham, no turkey.
I used to
I
know all
mean,
the songs off that. I
mm,
like a lot. As you see, I like a lot of singing movies.
you did you say Cheetah Girls?
Oh yeah, I'll watch the Cheetah Girls with Nara, but just for me to watch it, nah, I can do that. But if it's on, I'm singing every single song that come on.
Exactly. So, let's see. Let's see. So my movies. Well, okay, I'm gonna go to the chat. So Chanel said Dreamgirls, Cadillac Records, Love and Basketball, Chanel So You, Gladiator. Okay.
Gladiator. Who said Gladiator? Oh, this is Chanel's. Okay.
Now I've only seen 2 out of the 4. I don't think I've seen Gladiator. My favorite movies, I would say that I could watch over and over and over again. Definitely Legally Blonde. That is my
Ew.
favorite.
Fire.
What?
You like
I do like Pitch Perfect, but used to be one of my movies I could play over and over again. But Legally Blonde, still to this day, I can watch it. And then enough be making you ready to fight. So I can't really watch that movie like
I've
that.
never seen that ever.
Monster Law, like Jennifer Lopez is one of my favorite actresses. I love her in Monster Law, Enough, you know. Okay. Those my movies. I would say those my movies. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it for me.
But
That's it for me.
I also like the movie Daddy's Little Girl. I thought that was a good movie.
Oh,
Tyler Perry. I know y'all don't like
it's
Tyler
so
Perry.
yeah, it's so I don't know. It's a good it's a good watch, but got me sad and all that crying. I like the happy cries and
Okay, what's the movie that made you cry? How about that?
how many do we got time today? I cry
You're
about
right, because I can't
everything.
even think. I
Uh,
can't even think of.
hmm,
I know it's the movie that made me cry. I
made me.
think For Color Girls made me cry for sure.
Okay, what made you cry about For Color Girls? Just their situations, period, or um. Well, of
Girl, that movie
course.
was crazy. It was
It
really crazy.
was. And how they were connected or how they were showing their life. It was, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really crazy. Like when I got one in there to get that abortion, I was like, "Oh my god!" Like she really did. That part, I definitely cried because she was crying. Like she, that part was so scary. Then when
Man.
that man pushed some kids out that building, I was like, then they had her scrubbing that blood off the floor. I was like, dang, that is
Mm, mm,
crazy.
mm, 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 mm. Imitation of Life. Let me tell you something about Imitation of Life. Somebody just put that in the chat. My
I've never seen that.
Imitation of Life. Now, I could be wrong of what I'm about to say, but my mama, man, like when we used to get in trouble, and yeah, this movie have us watch that movie Imitation of Life. Cause the mom
What is that?
died. The mom died on there like, y'all watch how y'all treat me. Oh, you talking about and it wasn't every time we got in trouble, y'all. My mom ain't that crazy, but she did bring that up. In that movie, I strayed far away from it. Now, am I right about yes, the Imitation of Life with the mama. Now, I think was the daughter white or was the daughter mixed or something? What I can't remember the dynamic of the mother and daughter relationship, but oh my goodness. It was you gotta watch it if you can. So then we could be able to come back
Mm,
and discuss it afterwards. But
I sure will.
I think that was enough for that question. Y'all probably gonna hear my son acting like he got his own house in the room next to us. Okay, so the next one we have, y'all, is this question might get some people in trouble. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh,
Now,
okay.
celebrity in your brain is somebody who is just, we'll say it's so
I
amazing.
got two celebrity crushes. Like
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
I
Go
got
ahead. Go ahead with it.
my celebrity crush
Oh,
since
my
I've been
goodness. What you put?
since I'm new.
Go
Since
ahead.
I'm new is Big Cookie.
Blah.
Big Cookie, aka Fit Cookie. My old celebrity crush was T.I. Thank you very much. Okay. And Lance Gross. Lance Gross or Gross, how do you say his name? I don't know how to say his
Oh,
name,
my
but
goodness. Why? Um, my
those are the
celebrity.
only two. Everybody else, I didn't really think they was looking like them for real. No saying. I wouldn't look twice if I see them in the
Scram.
streets.
Scram. Um, hmm. Hmm. It will not be Luther for that one. I'm sorry. Y'all will not get him for that one. That's too many questions. I'm gonna have to think on that one. Celebrity crush.
Dang, you don't think nobody, like, you don't think no celebrity is attractive?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't used to like Chris Brown?
I used to love me some darn Chris Brown. Usher was my first one. Usher, that
I
I
never looked
literally
at
in my
Usher and was like,
brain,
he's
I just
attractive.
knew
I
he was.
never thought.
Yeah, that was truly my husband. And then B5. I don't know if you remember B5, but Patrick
Mm-hmm.
from B5, and then the other brother. I can't even think of their name anymore. That is so crazy. I used to be so crazy about these people, but can't think of them now. Here I am, being a 30-year-old woman that I am. However, they tell all your business. Not no more. I don't too much know. But of course, as soon as this is over, I'm gonna be able to say, oh shoot, that's who I wanted, or that's who I thought was cute. But yeah, Usher was definitely in my brain mind.
Mm-mm. Like, I only liked T.I., Chris Brown when he was, not when he first came out. No, when he first came out, he was kind of cute. But when he like kind of transformed, when he like turned like rock star, like smoked crack in the room. When he was going through his little thing with Rihanna, that's when he started to get sick looking.
Listen,
He
that
was
was
he was
horrible.
looking sick. And then Lance Gross from, yeah, I thought that those would be mine from back in the day.
Dang.
From back
That
in the day.
sucks. I cannot think of
Everybody
somebody.
else that people be saying, I'm like, nah, I won't even. Mm-mm.
Dang. That sucks. Because I feel like you gave me my answer for Chris Brown because I couldn't think of that. But girl, yes. Chris Brown, Usher, Ursha. It's a man on the floor. Yes, what?
She said she thinks
Ah,
Lance is gay now, negative, and negative. We's not gonna do him like that.
negative.
He's not gay. He's all
Negative.
the way straight with their wife.
Uh, okay, now you know wife don't always mean that. That's another
I
day,
never got
another.
in gay vibes with him. So like for real.
Why? But why you act? But why you acting like you see this man in passing all the time?
Cause I used to watch him
Half the
growing
time,
up.
you
He
know
used to
what?
be on House
99.
of Pain. He used to be like, "Be breezy," no, or "See breezy," something breezy. That's when I first heard breezy. It's so funny.
Wow. Somebody in the chat, okay, said
Did Princess just say
Lorenz
all white?
Tate.
Are these people white or black?
No. Oh, listen, whatever you want. She said Lorenz Tate, Nate Parker, Malik Yoba, and Omar Epps. I hope I'm saying that right. But okay, y'all. Look at y'all. Okay, and then
Oh,
I see Lil Fizz in here. Lil Fizz was
Lil
he
Fizz
was
is
on
gay.
something.
Lil
Oh
Fizz
my
is gay for
goodness.
real. Cause they was talking about this is little. If y'all got kids, close your ears. They sure was talking about the boy booty hole on one of them little
You know
Instagram
what?
posts.
Oh, Nelly. Oh my goodness. He used to have that thing on his Ooh, what?
Nelly, I do remember
Nelly.
Nelly.
Oh my goodness.
When I
Nelly.
find that post about Lil Fizz, I'm going to tag Faith in there.
Oh my
Cause
goodness.
I got facts on mine, boo.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
Woman of mine, please don't Ooh, that's who she like. I mean, that's who she used to like. Ugh, I ain't never thought.
That's the guy from what is it? Why did I get married?
Yeah, and I never like. I think I didn't like him because of that movie.
No, that's not him. Those two different guys. Oh no, that
Oh,
is
they
him.
are.
That was Janet Jackson. That was Janet Jackson's husband, I believe. Listen, I believe y'all. I could be wrong, y'all. I be wrong, but
No,
I
I think he also was on the Why Did I Get Married? The one with the girl with Jill Scott. No, that's somebody else. Never mind.
But what about he? But wasn't he Janet Jackson's husband? Remember? You stole my money. You the fight in the.
Y'all remember that part on For Color Girls, and she said, so so what she say to that? Ooh, the ghost.
Uh-oh.
If y'all watch Power, Ghost. What's his
Mm-hmm.
name? The man from there.
Omar Epps. No, that ain't Omar
Omar
Epps. Why did
Epps.
I say that?
Not
That's not
Omar
Omar Epps.
Epps.
I'm sorry.
Dang, let me look him up real quick. Anyways, so somebody look him up and then put him in the thing.
The
So
guy
he
from
went.
yeah.
The guy from Ghost.
Hardrick.
Ghost.
He's Omar Hardrick.
Yeah, him. When she was like, so you getting bent over? Wait, no, what she say? Dang, it's a line from that movie. That got me dead. I was like, oh my gosh, how do you play that? What's that line? She's like, you getting, dang, I gotta find that line, she said, because it's gonna bother me. Because I want to say it.
That is so funny. They try to figure out who this guy is. For the For Colored Girls, Janet Jackson's husband in there. Dang. That was a
What was
good one
that
though.
line she said? She was like, if I call, what's his name? He would tell me, because me and him always, oh, so you the one doing the bending. That's what it is. That part had me so dead, because I was like, that
Wow.
is sick.
Just go nasty. Okay.
Oh, here it go. Oh my goodness. That part was so funny. Then they look sick in this movie.
Wow. Okay. All right. We're gonna move on to the next question, y'all. The next question is, what's the wildest thing you've ever done? Keep it
Wow.
PG.
Of course.
Keep it on. This is a family show. The wildest thing you have ever done. Oh my goodness, Andre 3000. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Ew.
sorry. That is, oh, did you say ew? Have you?
That's who you like? That's your celebrity crush?
Man, what was I thinking? Andre, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right, sorry, y'all. I just had to let y'all know that. Now, back to the question. The question is, what was the wildest thing that you have done? Y'all let us know in the chat so I can share what y'all have done, because I gotta think. I definitely gotta think. Wildest thing. Yeah.
I'm real like chill. I don't really do no wild stuff like
I'm real chill. Yeah. I'm sure I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now.
Cause I'm safe.
Wildest
You know what I'm saying?
thing.
I don't play about my life.
Well, I'll say this. Wildest thing. I'll say this is wild to me because going back and watching it, I'm definitely I laugh loud about it, of course, but back then it wasn't cute. But you know, on the Ring camera, you can see if someone comes to your door. So coming to the door, it was dark, no lights, and I literally walked up and it looked like it was a snake right there on the door, and I literally screamed, "Oh my goodness!" Went back to go look at it, screamed again. Just, my behavior that at that moment would have made people think I was out of my mind. But going back to it, it was just something that I dropped on the way out, which was, I think, had to be my belt buckle to my coat. So I'm not belt buckle, with the tie to my coat. So I'll say that being the wildest thing. I can't really think of anything right now. And probably because it should not be in my brain no more. So that's probably even better. Um mm. And I'll say roller coaster first car, Goliath.
That's fine.
I never thought that I would ever do that. Okay. Because I didn't like roller coasters. So when I finally got on them, I used to be all the way in the back. But then everybody else before me would start screaming. And then I'm screaming after them. So my reaction is after, because they get to see first what's going on. And I wanted to be the one scaring the people in the back. So I got to the front. Now you cannot dare put me in that
Dang.
second seat. You
Speaking of
can't
roller
put me in that
coasters,
last seat. Just saying.
what's the best place to be? The middle part? Like that's the least scariest. The middle, huh?
The middle, I don't know. I don't even think the first, well, I don't know. But again, I think the last is, to be real with you, because if you in the front and you go back, I feel like, no, you got some place you can grab onto. Being in the very back, that's it for you, bruh. Sayonara and good night. Okay, so let's see what they're saying here. Uh-oh. ran up on someone in a dorm. Push someone out of a window. Oh, I almost tried to hit. I didn't hit nobody with a car, but I could have did it that night. You hear me? I could have just kept pressing that gas. No brakes. Nothing. Just
Oh, I got a juicy one for you.
me, you, and the
Started
wall.
writing at never mind.
Say it, say it. Fell flat on my face in heels
No,
and
read,
lay in the
read.
grass.
That is so funny.
Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Have you ever wore heels and did the like you were Bambi? Just
Girl.
the way you try to catch your and your it look like your knees breaking and bending to the left on the inside. Every leg is going the wrong way. Your toes even turning different, like horrible. And you try to catch yourself, and then when you finally catch yourself, you got it, but you don't got it because your knees weak. SWV. You're back there again, and then you're back. Too much. Crazy. Why you wearing them long? Why you got them long heels? Them high heels on anyways. I was in high school. It was 6 a.m. What are you doing? What are you doing? Exactly. This what your butt get. You know what? Now, I ain't talking about that person who said that. I'm thinking about me. My crazy behind. Okay, Brittany, what were you gonna say?
I'm not gonna say nothing. I told you I'm safe. I don't do crazy stuff.
Oh, girl. All right then. Well, let's go on to the next question, Miss. Since Miss, her name ain't Brittany Smith no more. Miss, I don't do crazy things. Okay, Miss, I don't do crazy
I
things.
don't. I like my life.
Listen, me too. Me too. And I think that's exciting. It's crazy how where your brain was as far as what was excitement then, like being
But the
rebellious and doing
thing is,
all
I'm
out of
pretty sure
whack.
I have done. I'm pretty sure I have done crazy stuff. I just can't remember.
Yeah. Skip school.
Oh yeah, I have skipped school.
Oh,
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 okay, y'all wanna
that
know the
one
crazy
for
thing I've
you, but
done?
yeah, skip school. But
I'm gonna
okay,
tell y'all the
Miss
crazy thing I
Crazy.
did. I've walked all the way to a store and stole a cell phone like out the box.
Oh, you're done.
I'm sure my wanted poster is still up there now. I took that thing out the box. Y'all wanna know how I did the store, right? It was Target. Phones in
Really?
Target.
Goodness.
They probably still got phones in there. I went in there. I went to the craft section first. I needed some scissors to open the box. So I went in there. I stole the scissors from there from the craft section. I went to I think it was like the shoe section because nobody be over there. So I went
Mm-hmm.
over there. I cut the box open. Or did I go to the dressing room? I
Mm-hmm.
think I went to the dressing room. Went to the dressing room. Took the phone out the box. I don't know if I even took the charger or I probably did take the charger too. I took the phone and the charger out the box.
Mm-hmm.
And I just I left it just oh I left the scissors. I didn't need the scissors no more. I just left them there.
Wow. Mm. Okay,
But
so
that's the craziest thing.
okay, it's okay. Been there, done that, got the trophy, and you know, uh, something like that. Okay, well, we have time now for one more question. Just one more question, and we're going to see if oh could be.
They can't hear.
What about now, y'all? Can you hear me? We're gonna keep going. So, if you could be an ice cream flavor, what would you be, and why? hmm If you could be an
Homemade
ice cream
vanilla.
flavor, what would you be?
Homemade vanilla.
Homemade vanilla. Okay,
Bluebell
vanilla.
homemade vanilla.
Okay, okay, okay.
Cause
All right.
you can't just be any ice cream. You gotta be the top grade.
Okay. Hmm. I will make a new flavor because I ain't never heard of this flavor before. But sometimes I can't choose between the two, so I will be strawberry. Better yet, why don't you be the strawberries and a golden Oreo cookies so they'll seem better as opposed to just doing the chocolate. Yeah, that's how I would be because sometimes I can't determine which I want when I want milkshake or some ice cream, whatever. Strawberry, cookies and cream. Don't know which one. There you go. My favorite ice cream from Brewster's. Okay, because y'all don't come. If I eat me, I'm giving y'all props. Is Cotton Candy
I
Explosion.
sure was
Okay,
thinking that. I'm like,
yes,
what?
you can
Who
say
does
I'm
it?
still a kid at heart because that's what I like when I go there. I get that thing be pop 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 popping. I like Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks was my candy growing up. So eating the Pop Rocks and it popped in your mouth like this. Pop 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 pop. I like the Cotton Candy Explosion. I do. She does. But my favorite ice cream is Turk Tracks. What's your favorite ice cream?
Chocolate chip cookie though. But I also like
Hmm?
homemade vanilla Bluebell because it's like it's just so perfect.
Hmm. Oh, let's do one more. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Ooh, I don't know. 'Cause I've had so much great advice. Um,
Somebody in the chat said, "Don't be a fool." I don't care, be a fool for you. Okay, then. Don't be a fool. Simple. Period.
oh, I got one. Somebody said that, and this was something that was told to me in high school. The
Hmm.
girl was like, at the end of the day, um, I've always been different as far as my religious wise and stuff. So she was like, Brittany, you gotta be you. Like, don't try to fit in with nobody else
Mm,
because people gonna have something to say, good or bad. The only thing they care about you is that you wear skirts and dresses. So why give people gonna talk to break it down or to sum it up?
mm,
Do what you want to do in life as far as living right, because like don't worry about people talking about you because people gonna have something to say regardless of whether they want you to do
or
or you
not.
doing what you want to do. So you might as well do the right thing and live right because they going the worst they can say is you living right. Period.
Mm, that's a good one.
I've
That's a
always
good
held
one.
on to that, like not changing for other people because you gonna talk about me regardless.
Regardless whether I'm doing what you please with or not, because you gonna change. What I got is what I got. Okay, and that's what you gonna get. I think for me, I've had a lot of great advice, so many. The question should have been, what's some great advice that you got that you ain't used? I got a lot that's piled up that waiting for that moment, because some advice, again, like I've explained on the future previous episodes, that you with advice, you take some, you use some, you store some, and then you decline some. Okay, nice and gracefully. But I would say stay focused. And another
Mm,
one was to get to know me, get to know you. I think it's very important, and that's why we are doing this episode again. I will say it one more again because we're coming to a closing, y'all. To get to know you. Who are you? What do you like? What don't you like? What you okay with? What you're not okay with? What do you stand for? What will you fall for? Who the blankety blank are you? And for
mm-hmm.
our flourish, girl, flourish moment of almond milk and agave, the quote or the um, screenshot that I decided to use this time. We had a couple of them. We had a couple of them, but you are enough. Whatever that looks like to you, whatever that resonates with you on, hold it dear to you. Whenever you feel like you are not enough, you feel like I gotta be doing more. I can't, I gotta. What do you have right now? Where are you in life right now? In this moment, you
Mm.
are enough. You are enough. And another nice advice that I got is, hey, it's a new day. It's a new fight. Strap them boots on. Strap them boots on. It's a new day. It's a new fight. Y'all stick with it. Be inspired. Believe you can achieve whatever you want. Dang, I can't find nothing to match with this. Whatever. Y'all enjoy your nights. This has been another episode of Flourish, Girl Flourish. This is Wendy Jaye and Miss Brittany Smith. Thank you for coming back on again and kicking off your shoes and being free. Until next time, y'all.
Peace.
Holla back.
GC on the track, boy.
I never knew I could feel this way. Oh, I crave every part of you. Depend on your comfort to get me through. This high feels like I'm floating on cloud nine. Now that I need you in my space, come to me. Oh, how about you make my day? Or how about you make a way? Or hop on display? Please stay right here with me. Something about this kind of free got me on what I can't understand. Stay right by my side, hand in hand. Lead the way. I guess you're the blame. I have every part of you. Love me on this path to you. I mean every word I told you. Always and forever. Mean more to me daily. I'm so grateful you changed me. Gotta be pleasing to you. Let me say this. I have me some you. Silly of me to believe that I could control everything. Tearing down these walls. The flies to fall. You didn't leave me where you found me. You brought me out so funny. I tried it. I fought it. I played. I can't hide it. No, you're the perfect fit in my life. Yeah, perfect my love to match your love. I could tell my story. Been down. You were right for me. You're the missing piece to the puzzle. In the trouble me, you're the one I need. Yeah, I won't let you down again. Crawl till you're broken. Your arms you did open. Put me back together again. You're who sure I can't shame you again. Crawl till you're broken. Your arms you did open. Put me back together again. You're who sure I can't shame you again. I'll have every part of you. Put me on this path to you. I mean every word I told you. Always and forever. Been more to me daily. I'm so grateful you changed me. Gotta be pleasing to you. Let me say this. I have me some you. Crawl till you're broken. Your arms, yeah, you did open. Put me back together again. You who sure I can't shame you again.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. CMR Radio.
The #1 internet radio station.
I'm at work right now and I'm listening to it.
#1.
I wake up with you guys, I send my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The #1 internet radio station.
CMR Radio.